What's up, guys? Alright, today what we're gonna do, put new carpet in this truck. Got a carpet kit in the mail and want to put it in, but first, this truck sat up in a field for I think 5 years, and it had the window rolled down and collected a little rainwater inside, and it eventually rusted back here. So what I want to do is take the seats out, take a couple other things out, take the gear shift knob and all that out, sand the floor some, treat it with paint, I guess. I'll probably kill the rust with some acid first, and then I'll paint it. Then I'm going to go down in the floor with some sound deadener, poor man's Dynamat, and then we're going to try to fit the carpet in. Alright, let's get on. Okay, the seats are out, so got to take seat belts out and the gear shift boot, and that's the only rust. I mean, the whole truck, that's pretty much the rustiest place on it. Not a bad deal. Hey, while I'm here, I think some of you thought I was playing when I said I used a dishwashing glove as a sound barrier or rubber boot under the boot. One of these parts is hard to find, so it really worked well. You probably thought I was playing, but I wasn't playing. This actually just goes along like that. Alright. No kidding. Look at that dishwashing glove. See how it just cut a hole in the finger, put it down over it, and then just, it fits so good, and it really does knock some sound out. You wouldn't believe it. Alright, so let's get these seat belts out, start sanding. Seat belts are out. In the other truck, it's cut out around this one, and I'm not sure I want to take that out or not. Just not sure yet. I did notice that when I pulled the carpet out of this truck, I see these little push pin things that help hold the carpet down, so that's going to be useful. All this wiring looks important. Not just, I might go to the tail lights actually. So I'm not just going to go hacking and whacking. I'm going to tuck and hide, clean everything up, you know. This right here, I'm taking it off right now, and I'll end up taking it out there and painting it, make it look new. This is I think where the ABS box was. So there's a couple of ground points there, which I'm gonna just take out because the carpet's gonna cover it up. So of course I'm just gonna take this apart so I can lay my carpet, and then I'll put it back. Alright. So I just did a lot of cleaning, did a lot of vacuuming, a lot of blowing out. Did the wire wheel on this, got it nice and smooth. All the paint that will come up, got it, the loose paint, got it up. Looks better in person than it does on film, I think. But the next thing is I'm gonna clean everything thoroughly because I want the poor man's sound deadener to stick really well. Then I'm going to, I think I'm gonna treat this a little bit with rust preventive, and then paint it. Some of the bare spots, I'll do that. Poor man's deadener. Let me show you what I'm talking about. I'll show you more in a second, but here's a sample piece I put on the floor a couple months ago and just tried to peel it up, and boy, it sticks so good. It's not coming up. I'm just going to leave it and go over it with some more of it. That stuff hard. I'm going to try to put it, as much as I have, I'm going to put it everywhere. Just want it nice and quiet in here. Alright. What we're going to use to just treat some of that rust. It is a rust remover and a rust inhibitor. Basically, you can get this at Walmart. All it is, oh, the print's way too small, but this is pretty much 100%. Well, I wouldn't say 100%, but it's phosphoric acid. So it'll help treat flash rust and most rust. I'll put some in the spray bottle, spray the floor, let it react for a while, try to wipe up most I can and dry it, and then go back with some enamel paint. I think it's been about 20 minutes, but I sprayed the stuff on there, and you can see that it's sort of turned whitish, gray, whatever. That's the reaction of the acid to the rust, and it's treated it. You know, it doesn't wipe up, really doesn't wipe up. That's treated now. Stopped it. It just stopped it dead in its tracks. Gonna let it finish drying some more, wipe up anything I can, and then lay some paint down. Meanwhile, what I've done is, you know, I had an extra gear shift boot, so I took some hot water and some soap and cleaned it. The kick panels, I cleaned them, and the door seal trim, they're over there drying. I'll probably go dry them real good. But I want to paint this. Then I want to lay down some of the poor man's dynamite. Let's go look at it. Hey, this is the first time you've seen me in the whole video. Been busy. I don't have a cameraman. Like I said, got all my trim pieces clean. This right here is going to be the poor man's dynamite. It should block some heat and sound. So, if you're wondering, I think I got it for $16 a roll at Home Depot. It's very, very affordable, considering what dynamite costs. Alright. Well, it looks like the paint is dry. Everything is treated. Paint's dry. So now let's lay down that dynamite looking stuff. The poor man's dynamite. About a solid hour to lay out that poor man's dynamite. I think it looks pretty good. I mean, it's in there. It's probably overkill. The truck never really got that hot anyway, but I was wanting, it's cheap, so I thought, hey, let's put it in there. Let's see if it makes a difference under the carpet and for the sound. So next thing I'm gonna do is fit the carpet. Well, we're getting there. The key to these carpets is to make sure you get the, well, I ain't done yet, and I'm already telling you what the key is, but you have to get the molded pieces where they belong, which it came with 2 good molded pieces for the where the seat mounts. When I started, they were way back here. So what I'm doing is I'm having to trim it a little bit. Remember, you can't put it back, so just cut a little at a time and start pushing your way forward until it starts to take its form and get in there. I'll probably have to trim a lot under the dash. Then I'll probably have to trim a little bit on the edges and a little bit of the back. But the key right now is to make sure get all this lined up, get this hump laid down, and just take your time. Far, the biggest pain in the butt has been this right here. I wanted to put this back on and bolt it down to help me hold this still while I pulled and tucked and everything. And the insulation that comes under the carpet is just beast. It's crazy. It's so hard to go through and just try to get your screws started. So I've spent so much time getting those screw holes wallered out and put in and on. So now I'm going to try to go forth and put it together. But that's been the biggest pain in the beep. Well, the carpet is in. It's in there, looking good. Got all the holes cut out for my seats. I reused those tabs to hold that carpet in the back. Had to trim a good bit. If you're thinking that ordering this carpet for your Mazda from Rock Auto is just going to slap right in, doesn't really work that way. Whole lot better than having it not molded. It is molded, it's fine. I mean, I've got it all in here looking really good. I just got to get my seats put in, put my bracket here. But you know, you have to work with it. I think it took me, I mean, this has taken me the better part of an afternoon. And you will have some trimmings, you know. It's not just going to go in there straight out of the box. So let's get the seats in. Okay, carpet's in, seats are in, everything's in. Time to go for a ride. Would I recommend this carpet kit from Rock Auto to anyone? Yes. I don't know where else you'll get one at about 98 bucks. I don't know. I do like it. I think it fits good. Need to get some floor mats. But yeah, time to go for a ride.